So, Coach, the theme kind of continues on the defense as it pertains to the three ball. Anything different about today? I mean, obviously you're dealing with an elite shooter down there, but other guys got it off too.
Yeah, but a lot of these were created off of, the pick and roll trigger with Lillard or McCollum. This was different than what we faced the last two games. A lot of these were off the bounce or trying to prevent them from shooting those at, deeper ranges than you're used to, so your defense gets spread out. Look, our disposition was much better. Tonight, you look at it across the board. If you didn't look at the final score, there's probably a lot of areas that we won. Glass, offensive rebounding, fast breaks, points in the paint. Our winning numbers were there, and as we say all the time, that doesn't guarantee anything. It just gives you the best chance to put yourself in a position to win, and that's why you have to be consistent with this. It took some great plays for Lillard to make, going down the stretch, but that's what great players do. So we'll pack this one up. There's some good things. Obviously, incorporating Andre and Jay was a big plus for us. And they're veteran players, so they pick up things very quickly. It felt as if they were here for a while, not just joining us 48 hours ago.
As you noted yesterday and again earlier today, the guys, the way you assess them and wanted them is because they have those dynamics that fit the Miami Heat culture. But watching Jay on the floor or Iguodala having that extra pass, it just had to trigger in your mind. Those are the things we wanted.
Well, they're multi-dimensional two-way players. Jay makes those Miami Heat, quote-unquote, tough, competitive, inspiring plays. When he dove on the ground, that was a welcome to how we believe the game should be played. And then Andre just does so many smart things. I didn't even look at the box score, but I mean, the majority of them probably don't even show up because his IQ level is so high. Both those guys are going to help for sure.
Could you have envisioned playing Jay 34 minutes and Andre throughout the fourth so quickly?
Well, we're obviously short-handed, so Jay, that's no problem. He's played all season long. He's been started all of their games. He's played 30 minutes a game. He's ready for this. Andre, no, I wasn't planning on this. He played about 7 more minutes than I wanted him to play. So we'll evaluate him tomorrow.
Lillard did his thing, but what about Gary Trent? How much did he do for you guys?
Yeah, he's really stepped up and played well. It's not easy to be a role player with great players. It sounds easy, but you have to do a lot of the little things. You have to defend, and then oftentimes at the end of the clock, when teams are getting the ball out of a great player's hands, you have to step up with confidence and make shots, and he certainly did that tonight. We had it felt like on at least a handful, 5-6 possessions that we did about as good a job as you could do on Lillard. Got the ball out of his hands, which is a whole lot easier said than done. And then it ended up in Trent's hands. We get the closeout, and he made those shots. It could look different if he missed a couple of those, but he stepped up.
Erik, you guys even made 23s today. Might it require a fundamental change in how this league defends, because everyone's shooting threes and making a lot of threes?
Just depends on who's shooting the threes. You got to have the right guys shooting the threes. Duncan, that's his best shot. You want to get him as many as he possibly can, if not even more. If he plays 38 minutes, I remember, Wayne Ellington got 20 attempts from behind the line, and they were all good attempts. Same thing with Duncan. Gorn, the way teams are playing him, he's a great shooter. The scouting report's old, but if you go under, he's going to make you pay. I like that number. That's what was available to us tonight.
Defensive end, do teams almost have to change the way they defend because this league is just sitting at the three-point arc and sort of waiting offensively?
Yeah, it's been happening for a couple of years now, 2 or 3 years. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Now back to you.